So Grant, for anyone who's getting started in business, and when I say getting started, we might even tailor this a little bit to maybe someone who's a couple of years in that wants to get more as well, right? Hasn't achieved their goals yet. They're on that journey. What would be the piece of advice you have for them?
Business is volatile. Don't play as if it's not. Let me piece this together for you, Charlie. When you're winning in business, it is a never forever. When you are winning in business, every day, count your blessings, accept it and go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Revel in that high. Feel the enjoyment just as I have. Just realize that tomorrow it probably won't be the same in a negative way. Just because business changes way too quickly, and that is the constant. What is it? The only thing in life that's guaranteed is like change, taxes, and death. It's like, yes, that is business. That is how it operates. And so in business, my number one piece of advice is like, it will change. Just because today you can work a 4-hour work week, Charlie, does not mean next week you'll be able to work a 4-hour work week. People will leave. You'll need to go and help with the recruitment. You might lose some customers. You might need to get some more. And I think this was the biggest piece of advice that I learned, which is when you're winning, take the winnings and like do something else with it. Just don't sit there and go, I've taken winnings. I'm going to build a new department. I can get a new office. I'm going to go do all these things. Take the winnings as you take them and then just put them elsewhere, which is why you and I talk about like the investing outside of the business kind of concept. Because it's like, take your winnings from a volatile income stream, which is your business, and put it into something more less volatile, I should say. Not financial advice. I got no idea what you're investing in, but try and find something less volatile and invest there. And I'm like, that's the best piece of advice I ever received.
Interesting. One of my mentors used to, I used to have this like regular call with him and I'd rock on, and one call I rocked up and I say, look, I don't actually have anything to talk about today. Like things are good. And he's like, book an expensive dinner now. And I'm like,
live it.
I'm like, what? And I'm like, but things are good. Like, I don't need to go out for dinner. Like, it was a Monday of all days. I'm like, what do I go out for dinner on a Monday? He's like, no. You need to celebrate the lack of drama. It's like there's very few points in business where you're not going to have some sort of drama or thing to go through. And like, they'll come every so often. But like when they do, don't make yourself busy before celebrating the moment. Because there's always going to be this like next challenge that comes, the next problem. Every time you solve a problem, inevitably it'll cause the next problem. He's like, so these brief moments of calm, enjoy them. And I actually do that regularly. And
just thoroughly put the stake in, put the feather in the hat and just accept it and sort of run with it. I think too many people look at it as if it will just be that way forever. And it unfortunately leads to a lot of their demise, because imagine that you've had like consistent wins, growing revenue, growing team, and just growing. And you're like, it's just going to be like this forever. And then
first off, stop there. That's never happened to anyone ever.
That's fair. I should paint a better picture. Imagine that you had a good win and then like 4 slaps in the face and then like another win and then like 10.
Right. So let's break this one down in the beginning. So you're painting this picture. Let's pretend a company grows by 20% year on year for 5 years.
Yep.
Right. So when you've done that and you're done with it and you look back over the 5 years, you can look at it and go, oh, we grew by 20%. Right. When you lived those years, right, it was like, oh, we hired 2 people, then 4 quit, then this marketing worked, and then that one didn't. And then, I kid you not, I had this happen. 2 of my staff members slept together and now they won't talk to each other. Right, it's just like carnage within it. It's only when you zoom out in the later perspective do you have these like illusions of like steady growth.
And then look, it went really well. But that is the point, which is that volatility. And when I received the piece of advice, it was not that I can control the volatility. It's just, what do I do with that piece of awareness? It's like, if you knew you were going to walk through a storm, how would you better prepare? Like, how would you prepare yourself for it?
Exactly. And I think this is the like cognitive shift or the mindset shift. If you operate in business like there shouldn't be problems or that they're not going to come again, then every time you finish something, you set the expectation with, finally I can relax. It's the same with all these people that it's like, I'll grind my life out in earning money, and then when I retire someday, that's when I'll have fun or enjoy it. And it's like that someday-itis and everything that comes into it. Where if you have the perspective in business that it's like, all right, it's hard now and it's going to get easier, or it's hard now and it's going to get harder and then potentially easier, right? If you're continually in this zone of expecting there to be problems and expecting there to be volatility, dude, it takes all the stress out of it.
Totally. Because, yeah. And that, to me, once I started asking myself that, to your point, I actually became more relaxed because I'm like, I wake up every day just expecting to have my plans ruined or something punch me in my face. And like, it happens every single week. Like something just changes. But I go, well, how do I play that so I'm not feeling the pressure of needing to always solve it or needing to always be on the front foot or not being able to absorb the impact of volatility?
Completely. You get better at enjoying the carnage.
Yeah, totally. But you've also got, and so for me, the way that I approached it was obviously investing outside of the business, where now if I hit volatility, I just look at the business. I go, okay, well, like personally, that's not going to impact me. I make sure that the team around it doesn't get impacted. We put a plan together and continue through it. Like, it's just like, okay, cool. Hey, fellow business owner, if this topic and value-packed short video has resonated with you at all, and you want to dive deeper into creating wealth inside and outside your business, check out the full episode by clicking the link on your screen or in the description right now.